I think playing other jobs, especially in like four-mans, gives you a really good idea of like how I think better ways to approach your own and better ways to approach that job if you actually go and play it yourself. Like when
Mhm,
I was just play I started the game as a paladin or a gladiator.
mhm,
I didn't really have a good understanding of like how to tank well before I went
mhm.
and played a DPS and realized like how annoying a bad tank could be. A
Right.
tank that didn't face the enemy away from you, a tank that kept like rotating them, things like that. And I feel like doing that has sort of made me better at playing the other roles as well. And now playing healer as well, I realized like there's a lot of really bad healers. Like once you hit 50, if you're playing a white mage, just use Medica 2. It will make everything easier. Just stop worrying about healing stuff. Just Medica 2 and you win.
One of the things that I see people see sometimes, or see I can't talk. See people say sometimes
Mm,
about healers is there's there's like a one main big difference between like a okay healer and a really
mm.
great healer, and the difference is do they DPS too?
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, because they're like I've seen a couple people say like there's such a huge difference in how long fights take when you have a healers that don't fight, don't DPS, and then the
Yup.
ones that do.
Yeah, this is so when I'm in a fight that like I'm going through dungeon and we want to clear quickly. I am I basically start the fight like if I know there's going to be a lot of damage because the tank's actually pulling quickly. I'll medic it too and then chuck a regen on. And that will last the entire fight and I just stand in the middle spamming holy. That's all I do. Because also holy is going to stun them. So
Yeah.
you're doing mitigation as well.
Yep.
But generally, it's just like a regen or a Medica 2. Medica 2 I usually save for the bosses where, sometimes the boss will just randomly attack someone else if they feel like it,
Mm.
depending on, what
Right.
dungeon you're running. Um, yeah, I was really afraid of doing healing back when I first started. But now that I've tried it, I realize it's actually not that bad. And like a lot of the bad healers I've seen are just like really, really bad at the game.
Yeah. I thought about trying healing
Mm,
later, but I was like trying to select who to heal on controller sounds like a pain in the ass. But then I
yeah.
found out there's a way that's not a pain in the ass
Mm,
because the way you tab target on controller is hitting left or right on the control pad.
yep, yep, yep.
Um, but apparently, if you hit up or down, it only cycles through party members.
Okay.
I went, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I just I just click.
I
I
just click on the fucking thing.
I just I know that you can like, use your F keys and that will work. I just click. I don't want to work out maths in the middle of a fight. Usually
Right.
it's the tanks, so they're like number 2 or 3 if
Yeah.
you have like a if you're doing an 8-man.
Mhm.
But like I just click it. I've gotten used to it. I just have
Uh,
my usually have my mouse like hovering over my party list now and just do it like that.
mhm. I part of the reason why I'm going through the story quest, like I wouldn't say I'm fast, but I'm kind of focusing more on it
Yeah.
is um one's just the story. The story's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a hell of a step up from most of the other shit that I've played. And the other one is when I was going through Red Mage's skill list, I was very pleasantly surprised that at higher levels they actually use fucking Flare and Holy. I was
Mm.
like, wait, what? You can't have Flare and Holy? What the fuck?
Uh, oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, the holy and the flare. Oh,
Yeah, because apparently they get an extra resource later that gets generated when you use the empowered melee attacks that you use to cast
oh,
Flare and Holy. And then
right.
Flare and Holy have another gimmick where, well, if you cast, I think it's if you cast Flare when you have less black magic than white magic, it guarantees a proc for fire or soon.
Huh.
And then
Okay.
later, your main single target spell Jolt combos from Flare and Holy. I was like, wait, they have spell combos? Oh, baby.
So that's Stormblood stuff by the looks of it here.
Yeah, that's when Red Mage came out. Yeah, it was Stormblood. Now the
No, I
thing
mean
I'm
like
talking
the
about,
the leveling content. Like some of those are probably they're job quest. Like Verholy's a job quest. You wouldn't be able to do that job quest until you
Oh,
like
I mean,
get to Stormblood.
probably, yeah. I figured that.
Because that's at 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because when every the job quests are locked by where you are in the MSQ. So I
Yeah.
have like a level 65 paladin because I just keep
Mm,
doing like daily stuff.
right.
Getting a lot of XP. But I can't go and do any of the further job quests.
Mm. Was also pleasantly surprised that I get Cure. That's fucking nice because you
Y-
could dual cast Cure.
This is why Red Mage is one of the popular options for Palace of the Dead.
I actually haven't done Palace of the Dead yet.
It's I want to say it's fun. Okay, Palace of the Dead with a party is fun. Palace of the Dead solo is pain and suffering. Um, I keep saying I'm going to go and do Palace of the Dead solo, and I keep making progress, and then I die, and we have to restart. But one day I'll get my Necromancer achievement or my Necromancer title.
What's that for? Like getting through the whole thing?
Getting through floor 1 to 200 without dying solo.
Wait, how many floors?
1 to 200. Oh yeah, two.
What the?
There was 100 extra floors added at some point. I think after Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, something like that. Yeah.
The fuck? Who the fuck goes through 200 floors of?
Yeah, Heaven on High is still only 100 floors. I just
Is
Heaven
that
on.
like
Oh
House of
yeah,
Dead?
Heaven on High wasn't in the game when you initially played. That was added in. I want to say Heaven's Ward. Yeah. Heaven on High. Pretty sure it was Heaven's Ward. One sec. It makes sense because it's heaven.
Heaven, yeah, I was about to say that.
Heaven on High. Tell me when it was added. Damn it. I'm just gonna say Heaven's Water. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And there's a third deep dungeon coming out sometime. I think it's in part of the 6.x content.
Hmm. Oh, speaking of that, so uh how much have you interacted with like the housing system in that game?
My FC had a house, and that
Okay, I
is
figured.
the extent of it. Oh, I also bought an apartment because
Okay.
when you transferred from one server to Oceanic, they refunded you the money plus the price of it. So you got like it's 500k gil for an apartment. So they
Hmm.
just give you a mil gil back.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Basically, they just
But
injected hundreds of thousands of gil into the economy for all of the Australian players, which is great. Yes, you're saying.
uh, um, so my wife is the reason why I started playing again because she
Mm.
started playing, and we just made our own free company.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're almost to the rank where we can get free company property. And I went, okay, how hard is it to get a plot?
Haha!
Apparently, it's a pain in the fucking
What
dick.
server are you playing on?
uh, right, what server am I?
What
It's an RP server. It's an RP
what
server.
data center is it?
Uh, Primal.
Oh, good fucking.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't be touching housing until like the new fucking servers come out. To be honest, but yeah, you were
The
saying
thing,
housing's fucked.
yeah. Well, say the reason why I like, I think I saw a video about this. I can't remember where. So basically, the only way to get a plot now is you have to basically sit there for hours and hours and see if you can snipe when someone's house gets demolished because they haven't been into it.
Yep,
And unless you're one of the ones that can literally sit there for hours and do it, you ain't getting shit. But they're introducing like a lottery system
because the
into,
Japanese love lotteries, and I don't
yeah,
understand it. But hey,
yeah,
it's cool. I like it.
yeah.
So what do you think of the lottery? I've heard sort of mixed feelings about it.
I think it solves the main issue, which is that people who literally can't sit there and can't fucking house plaques can actually have a chance to get a house.
Yes, functioning human beings are
Or
correct. Yes.
yes. Um, is that the best way to solve the problem? I'm not
Hmm.
sure.
I uh,
Okay.
I think it's a good idea to address the problem. I
Yes.
don't know if there's a better way you could do it. I really don't. Like, unless you just, I, I can't think of anything else you could do. Like, you
I
make
don't
people
know if this
fight
is
to the
in the
death. I don't know.
I don't know if this is in the system. I think one of the things that might help,
Mm.
I don't know if this is part of the system already or not, is, um, basically having, let's say you're somebody who's put in for, like, 5 different houses and you've lost
Yeah.
every single one. Well, every single time that you lose, you basically kinda get, like, a little bonus to the chance that you get picked next
So
time.
basically, the lottery system, but then you get like bonus tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's part of it, but I think that actually would be a good idea because that would
Yeah.
then, it wouldn't guarantee, but it would definitely, what's the word? Uh, Preference? Yeah, preference. People have been trying to get a house for a while.
Yeah.
I think that could.
Now, of course, there are people who wouldn't like that because, the the person who puts their lottery in for the first time is gonna be like, "Oh, I might have a chance," and then they're gonna be like, "Well, no, I'm not," because somebody who's playing their lottery and has, like, the 10x multiplier because 'cause they've lost 10 lotteries already, yeah.
The thing with the lottery system though is you need to have all of the gil, to go into the lottery. So
Yeah,
if,
yeah, yeah.
like, if you have a, I don't know, but there's a bunch of house. Let's say you want to get a large house, you need to have, if you want the first class plot, 50 million gil for every single
Mm.
lottery you go into.
Oh, yeah, like, you get the gil redeemed, though, if
Yeah,
you
yeah, you do
don't
get it.
win, right? Yeah,
You
yeah.
do get it back, but if you want to enter multiple lotteries, I think you need to have the money for each house, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, someone with
Oh,
a lot of gil could just put their money on everything and just
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. I wasn't talking about somebody trying to, like, mass build that up all at once. I literally meant, like, eventually
Mm.
somebody's gonna go put in for their lottery, not realizing they're gonna get fucked
Yeah,
because
yeah.
somebody's putting in their lottery for the 20th time or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy with the FC house, and depending on where we get the house, I might just. So if you have an FC house, then you can actually buy an apartment in the FC.
Yeah.
Um, but depending on where they get the house, I might just go and buy a separate apartment. I'm not sure
Mhm.
where I want to get a place, but mine's gonna be a very practical house. It's gonna have the things I need, and that's it. That's all we need.
You don't wanna spend millions of gil buying novelty shit to put in?
I should have taken screenshots of the FC house before we left, because holy shit, there was some crazy stuff.